Hey everyone! Today, we're talking about wire transfers. Have you ever needed to send money quickly and securely, maybe to someone in another country? That's where wire transfers come in. They're a fast way to move money electronically between banks or financial institutions. So, let's break it down and make it simple. So, you might be wondering, why use a wire transfer instead of just writing a check or using an app? Well, wire transfers are incredibly fast and reliable. When you send a wire transfer, the money usually arrives within 1 or 2 days, sometimes even within hours. That's way quicker than mailing a check. And unlike some other methods, wire transfers are also very secure, which makes them a great choice for sending large amounts of money. So, how does a wire transfer work? It's pretty straightforward. First, you need to go to your bank or use their online banking system. You'll need some information about the person or company you're sending money to. This usually includes their name, their bank's name, and their bank account number. You might also need something called a SWIFT code or an IBAN if you're sending money internationally. These codes help banks identify each other and ensure your money gets to the right place. Now, let's talk about the costs. Wire transfers aren't free. They usually come with fees. Domestic wire transfers might cost anywhere from $15 to $30. International ones can be even more expensive, often ranging from $35 to $50 or more. It's a good idea to check with your bank about the exact fees before you initiate a transfer, so there are no surprises. And also, timing is something to keep in mind. While wire transfers are fast, they aren't instant. Most banks have cutoff times, usually in the afternoon. If you send a wire transfer after this time, it won't start processing until the next business day. So, if you need the money to arrive quickly, make sure to get it in before the cutoff time. You might be curious about the safety of wire transfers. They are generally very secure, but you still need to be cautious. Always double-check the recipient's information before sending the transfer. Once the money is sent, it's gone, and it can be very difficult to get it back if you've made a mistake. This is why it's crucial to ensure all details are correct. Another thing to consider is the difference between domestic and international wire transfers. Domestic transfers are usually quicker and cheaper because they don't involve currency conversion or international banking networks. International wire transfers can take a bit longer and might involve additional fees for currency exchange. So then, what are some common uses for wire transfers? They're often used for large payments, like buying a house, paying tuition fees, or sending money to family abroad. Businesses also use wire transfers to pay suppliers or receive payments from customers. If you're sending money to someone you know well and trust, a wire transfer can be a great option. But for transactions with people or companies you don't know as well, it might be safer to use a method that offers more protection, like a credit card or an escrow service. And speaking of protection, always be wary of wire transfer scams. If someone you don't know asks you to wire them money, especially if it's for a deal that seems too good to be true, it probably is. Scammers often use wire transfers because they're hard to trace and the money is difficult to recover. Now, what should you do if you need to receive a wire transfer? It's pretty simple. You'll need to provide the sender with your bank's details, your account number, and any relevant codes like the SWIFT or IBAN if it's international. Make sure they have the correct information to avoid delays or errors. So, wire transfers are a powerful tool for managing your money. Whether you're sending money to a loved one, paying for a big purchase, or handling business transactions, wire transfers offer speed and security that few other methods can match. So, next time you need to send money quickly and securely, consider using a wire transfer. And remember, always double-check the details, be aware of the fees, and stay vigilant against scams.